Good morning, land of YouTube. See, even black can be light. Look at that reflection. Looks like the moon or something. The moon just reflects the sunlight. The sun don't care. It's a lower level of energy coming through the reflection, right? I mean, you can stare right at it. Isn't that cool? You can actually sun gaze without staring at the sun. Because good morning, sir. The moon is reflecting sunlight to a degree that you can look right at it without hurting your eyes. That's a cool one. I believe it's very good. I sun gaze in the normal waking hours during full sun. Sometimes I can't stare right at it due to that kind of allergic reaction, where your eyes get teary and water up and you want to sneeze. And then there's other days that my allergies aren't full bore. I can just stare right at the sun. And they say you burn your retinas, right? Nope, sorry. I have a little green dot that goes away after a while, but I see better than most. Like, I can see for miles. I can read typing at 13-point font from a newspaper 13 feet away. 12 to 13 point, whatever it is, I don't know. But I can literally back up 13 feet off of a newspaper, and it's up on the wall with normal light, and I can read it to you. I've always been able to do that, or see through like really disgusting windshields and weather and still read signs like far away. My ex-boss used to ride around with me, and he'd made some comparisons. He's like, fuck, I paid this much money for LASIK and I can't even see the sign you're reading. I took it as a compliment, I'm just saying, I've looked at the sun plenty. It's never fucked in my eyes. And people do sun gazing, and I think we receive a lot of energy / information / life source from our life source up in the sky. With that, it's not the only thing I'm trying to look at. I don't even know if I said hello, land of YouTube. Whatever. Today's one of those days. Not like a Limp Bizkit song. Break Stuff. If you've not heard that song, you should listen to it. Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit. And I guess I've had a little bit of a trying week with older relationships and really loving, healthy older relationships that just, for whatever reason, they have some things that are really unresolved with their bodies, and then I end up taking on some of that role for a few days. I fucking hate it. Especially picking up vertigo from someone that, for whatever reason, always has a balance issue, and then, like, God, I take it on. I have to cleanse it, or it just clings on with me. And then I'm, like, literally off balance for a few days. Now, this person's a loving individual that has their own set of issues that they go through in life. I can look at all of those. I don't know if I want to affect them. I really don't. Because I figure that everybody's in their own mess for a certain reason to learn from. Now, while I'm in this person's presence, I can make hints or tips at different things to possibly change, or offer advice if it's warranted or wanted. And then I could look at the situation and go, I'd like to break this in order to fix it. Whatever it is, maybe it's something related to substance. And then I look at the substance idea. A lot of times as humans, we take things out on ourselves because we know better. So we abuse ourselves with poor choices, whatever it is. Poor choices with relationships, poor choices with our eating patterns, poor choices with our lack of physical fitness, poor choices with substance abuse, poor choices with starving our natural soul growth in some way or the other. Something that we, ultimately we don't want to do, but we end up doing it anyway to punish ourselves for our poor choices. Whatever. I can come along and fucking just forcefully get right into anybody's head. Does that mean that I do that on every single fucking level? No, I don't go right into everybody's head. That would be physically too fucking draining. And then I might take on way too much stuff at once. And then what? Then I suffer? No, fuck that shit. I'm much better than that. I know who I am and what work I've done to get here in my head. So, I bring you Energy Drink Madness, a little late intro, 5 minutes deep. These are super fucking tasty. Inferno Punch. Good morning, sir. Celsius Heat, proven performance, Inferno Punch, no sugar. And it's clinical, it says. Oh, there's a tattered shirt on the ground that says blessed. Check this out. Blessed. And then we got a little, almost like a little Anarchy A right there. That's a half-assed one. Okay, so my energy drink, and then I'll go back to the Anarchy comment from the ground. And then blessed. How about that? That all kind of ties into my mojo. Mike Myers. Mojo, baby. Mojo. That's Austin Powers. Austin Powers, bitch. Okay, so we got a lot of cool shit in here. They're using caffeine from green tea and also green tea extract and then ginger root extract. Taurine's in here. They call it a Meta Plus proprietary blend. Meta Plus. And with the metaverse being created by none other than Facebook. Transforming us into a meta mentality. And a metamantastic. Oh my god. Okay, so this energy drink is fucking amazing. I've had these before. These were gifted to me, 2 of them. And Inferno Punch is like one of the better flavors. I just love it. It also says, as a disclaimer, because we need that in life, Celsius Heat does not alone produce weight loss in the absence of a healthy diet and moderate exercise. That means you can't just drink this and fucking lose weight, people. You gotta, like, fully commit to what you're doing with your mind first. You got to be healthy in your mind. You got to see yourself back in that shit. If you want to get back to your fucking high school figure, you got to see yourself there, and then you just act it out. Okay, blah, 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 yakety yak. These things got me fucking going. It's got 300 milligrams of caffeine in it. I don't know what citrulline is. And it's got a kosher stamp. I mean, this shit's kosher. I love it. It's cool. It's really good. I'm only drinking like not quite half of the fucking thing. And I'm through the roof. Energy wise, a face melter. Oh my god. I walk around and melt people's faces. I'm just joking. Jesus Christ. Okay. Should I read how does it work? That's good. I'll read that. The creators of Celsius have developed a performance energy drink for the fitness enthusiasts who want to take it to the next degree. Heat turns on thermogenesis, a process that boosts your body's metabolic rate. Turn up the heat with Celsius clinically proven and proprietary formula, which helps us blast fat with 300 milligrams of caffeine and 2,000 milligrams of citrulline. Can you handle the heat, as in a challenge or a dare? Well, I can clearly be affected by it, and I like it, so I'm going to continue on my exercise regime. And then I want to talk about anarchy and the true freedom statement that anarchy symbol makes, if it was intended like that. I don't really see it as being a complete anarchy symbol, because it wasn't complete, but... And then blessed. Being blessed. What does that look like? from every different point of view, being blessed could be a different degree of being blessed. One could believe that they are because they financially got everything met, or one could feel completely spiritually blessed, or religiously blessed, or family blessed, or I've had a good life blessed. So blessed is really open to interpretation from every different perspective. A lot of times, good morning. A lot of times I look into all different angles for fun. Like I don't even know if I'm forming a conclusion on the idea. I'm just looking at all the different angles all at once. It's not even fucking overthinking. It's just automatic. I kind of see this big overview. More like an override program in my head to really adjust to every concept walking around on the fly. Like literally adjust to all concepts real quick. So I'm capable of that. What does that do? I don't know. I believe that as I've become a master of my emotions, with that kind of concept in mind, I am a pretty powerful individual when it comes to not reacting in any kind of an aggressive manner, whereas most human beings would lash out of fear or anger, and mainly fear-driven shit. But it's really unfortunate. I see it as super unfortunate for individuals to run around and cause harm. I don't like harm towards any other human being, so I practice harm reduction. It's been a focal point of several of my videos. I cannot get big long videos on anymore. I don't know what happened. It's just not letting me put any of these big videos on. It's mildly frustrating. I have a backed up video log of tons of shit. So I'm going to try to filter this thing to, let's say, 15-20 minutes and get a lot of good content in. So with the whole override program in my head, looking at every angle and mastering my emotions, I walk around with a more educated decision to see how I can positively affect each environment and each situation I'm in. I do that with ultimately like the good of humanity's goal in mind. Some of that takes tough choices because it requires facing adversity. It requires uncomfortable situations where somebody's wrong and they need someone to stand there and tell them, hey, morally that's not right. Now that's my morals, right? Well, no, I'm actually looking at it from a grand moral scheme. Everybody's morals, human morals. Like, you know, you probably shouldn't go and prey on other people. Most people would agree with that. No one should prey on another fucking human being. Period. No. It's like you preying on yourself in another form. If you thought of it that way, would you really want to go fucking prey on people? If you knew you were doing it to yourself? No. I'm sorry, you would not want to go and harm anybody if you knew you were harming yourself first, and in another form. Back up, that's a little hard to swallow. So, the idea is this. Blessed. I am fucking blessed with what I have upstairs. I am doing my best to get that out of my head in a healthy manner and share that with whoever wants to watch or listen or learn. I have a fucking tendency to go from 0 to 100, like, or infinite. How about that? 0 to forward. And not really include the steps on how to get there. So that can come off very, very chaotically confusing. And if anybody that's not already on the level that I've discussed, or is interested in some of this, or this mentality for that fact, I would love to work with you one-on-one. I'm not doing it for any kind of beneficial gain to myself, ever. I don't care what happens. I'm just here to, I don't know, aid those around me to make my life more comfortable as a human being for humankind. And that's it. I don't have any selfish motive gain or anything like that. I will be selling art soon. Whoever wants to buy art, that's cool. That's my fucking gig, right? Art in a lot of different ways. Okay, I'm going to check out at 55. I love you all. Stay up.